those who don't know me, I'm JT, also known as the Hashi Hunter. Myself and my guys Rashawn and Gabriel are on a hunt to find the creative individuals behind the flyest up-and-coming brands making waves in the scene right now. Meet Fabio, aka Mr. 24 London. Fabio's ever-growing presence and brand isn't just down to his insane work rate, but also his desire to merge two of his passions.
Hey you, Blackout Squad is back. Let's take a walk. My name's Fabio, but my friends call me Tarzan.
Growing up living and breathing the game, football has always been a big part of his life. Now Fabio has switched his focus to another passion of his, fashion. Semi-professional footballer and founder of luxury streetwear brand 24 London, Fabio continues to work hard to execute his passions at the highest level.
So we're off to meet him. Hopefully you can find more about him. You can find out about how football's actually influenced his designs, how his upbringing has influenced him becoming someone that designs luxury streetwear. And yeah, man, I just want you to learn more about him, man. Obviously, I know Fab's a good person. He doesn't talk a lot, but hopefully I can get something out of him today. But we'll see. Look, he's just there. Look, doing kick-ups today. He better not nuts me. If he nuts me, I want to. When I first came across your fashion, it was football fashion. Do you know what I mean? It was the football kits. It was the 24 football kits. Those were the first things that I saw. Obviously, from knowing you before, I knew you loved football. But what was it that decided to make you go from football to football fashion, if that makes sense?
I've always wanted to wear my own clothes. So, me putting my brand on my own clothes is, I don't know, it's just
not right.
Yeah, like, I don't have to explain it. I just wasn't liking the clothes around me. I was spending money on clothes that I wasn't getting back for, you know what I mean? I was just spending money and I wasn't getting anything out of it. And I've always liked remixing clothes, so if I get a pair of Air Force, I've always wanted to do something to them, or like bleach a hoodie or something like that. But it's always been me, or do some jeans. And that's always been me, like always wanting to have a unique style.
First was it 24 Hustle at first though?
Yeah, it was.
It was 24 Hustle, and now it's just 24 London.
Yeah.
Tell me about that though.
With 24 Hustle, it was something. Of course, everyone knows me for hustling. Everyone knows me for on my grind. So that was when I was younger. So I'm getting older, and coming with a name like that, kind of restricted on who can buy the product and how you look at it. So I did want to make it open to everyone and make it for 24 London.
But obviously we're on a football pitch, and naturally I feel like we've got to speak about football and what it means to you. Tell me about how you got into football, what it was like playing football growing up in the cages, on the pitches, just tell me everything.
I grew up playing football because of my brother, my older brother. He was a football head, so I literally followed him around everywhere he went. From jumping on buses with like the old school bus passes with your foot on it and stuff like that. So that was always me. I've always been a football head because of my brother. Because
football is such a big part of your life, yeah, do you feel like there's any sort of skills, or I don't know what word to use, because there's skills that you were able to take from football that's helped you in your fashion career today?
It's pretty difficult. I'd say patience. Patience, yeah.
Go into that.
I'd say patience, because patience on coming back from an injury, just knowing when your time will come, knowing when to rest and when to play, knowing who to be around. As a fashion designer, you would want to surround yourself with people that actually are into fashion, and football, of course, you want to be with people that do play football. But yeah, as again, I do learn from my mistakes because I'm more on my own when I'm doing my fashion stuff. So, but I do like to bring along my friends with me, just so I can teach them as well. Because later on in my life, I do want, as my business, I want it to grow, and I want my friends to be involved. Like rehab in general, like when you're like seeing a physio or you're doing rehab yourself, like even mentally, like you're like coming back from injury, it's also a rebirth. So it is draining at the same time, but it gives you a lot of time to think.
So was it during one of your recent injuries, longer term.
So my first injury, that's when I thought to make a brand.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was it that? Because obviously you already said before that you've always liked wearing your own stuff.
Yeah.
You've always wanted it to make sense and come back to you.
Yeah. So I always
what was
had
it
a lot
about that injury that, do you know what I mean, made you want to decide a fashion girl at that time?
I was 18. I was at home just designing quite a lot, even on paper and stuff. Even in school, I always used to draw my books and stuff. So it was like, always had a thing for like designing my own stuff. So my dad always telling me to go find a job, go work. So I decided to put some coins together and start a brand.
It was great hearing Fabio talk about his football mad upbringing, but now it was time to delve deeper into the fashion side of things. So we moved the convo over to our studio. This is 24 London. Bro, pleasure to have you on the show today. So do you know what? I want to start from the beginning. This was one of the first things I saw from you, the 24 Zombie Living Nat collab.
Yeah.
Talk me through this one, bro.
So this happened in 2018. The lady from Nike, she gave me an opportunity to design a football jersey with them when the new Mercury Vapors came out in 2018. And also Virgil Abloh was there as well.
What was there where? In Nike?
Yeah, he had his jersey sit up next to mine.
So you meeting then?
I walked past him.
That's enough though, that's all the most I can say. But you know though, Fabs, another reason why I wanted to talk about this first is because I really like the fact that, obviously I know you kickball, I know you love football, football's a massive part of your life, and I really like the fact that you've been able to merge trendy fashion with football. Because I feel like when we were younger, that wasn't really a thing, like we'll wear our football kits to matches and whatnot.
Yeah.
And as you got older, we did that, football can kind of be fashion, do you know what I mean? So was that part of the influence as to why you decided to, design these football kits?
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I've always been the guy to wear like a football jersey with like jeans or, you know what I mean? I've always liked my football stuff because it's what I grew up around, do you know what I mean? As a kid, we wore Astros and jeans.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we can't do that.
So,
in terms of the logo and the name,
yeah.
I have my own understanding of the name and I don't know if it's correct, but I want you to tell me. Obviously, 24 hours in a day.
That's right.
Then you've got the zombie living, meaning no sleep,
Yeah.
working hard, no days off. Tell me more about how you conceptualize the idea, the themes behind everything. Just tell me about the name, everything.
So
like
her
that.
name, I'm born on the 24th of August. Yeah, so when I was thinking of a brand, I thought 24 was always my number, even when I was playing football and stuff. 24 was always been my number at the back of a shirt. We get to press our own numbers. And yeah, people always know me for always working hard, grinding, so I kind of put that into my brand, branding myself 24 London, and forever working, no sleep.
So, we've spoken about this football kit,
Yeah.
and I'm happy that you've also built this, because this shows the progression. So this one was in 2018,
Yeah.
and this just came out recently this year.
Yeah.
So this is the Blackout Squad,
Yeah.
X New Balance. You can see the 24 on the back representing. Talk me through this one, bro. How did this one come about?
So I was a part of Blackout Squad, New Balance Blackout Squad. So where they will send us products and stuff to make content through on Instagram, and they gave me the chance to design a jersey for the new Blackout Squad members for this year. And every new member will receive a T-shirt from Blackout Squad. So it's
And
very
they're going to
exclusive.
receive this one.
Yeah,
That's sick.
This is exclusive.
How much do you think? You see things like this, yeah?
Yeah.
These are the sort of collabs that not every brand can do. Do you feel like these collabs have been important to your brand, not just in terms of the football stuff, but in terms of everything else that you do as well?
I guess so, because it's good to work with sports stuff, because that's what I'm about. Kind of like sometimes, as you know, as footballers, you do get, I wouldn't say sidetracked, but you lose love for the game, and it kind of brings you back, saying, yeah, I do play football, do you know what I mean? So me designing jerseys and stuff like that, it does, football jerseys, does make you think back, yeah, my love for the game is still there, do you know what I mean? And it keeps me more involved.
The good thing about Fabs is that his line doesn't only focus on football, it represents the other side of him, which is the trendy, fashionable side. So that's moving us on to the new collection, the Rebirth collection is called, right? Bro,
where do I start? I like this t-shirt too much, we've got to start with this. Tell me everything. So why it's called Rebirth, what the shirt means.
Yeah, so Rebirth is also, well, mostly represents rebranding to my whole brand in general. So as people may know, I've moved on to like luxury streetwear. So my materials are a lot more luxury.
I can feel it.
Yeah, man.
These are the shirts you wear in the summer, bro.
Yeah. Stepping into another range of luxury, it's a lot different from just buying from wholesalers, t-shirts from wholesalers. Everything I do is how I want it. So down to materials, patterns, sampling. It's a lot more expensive, but the process is a lot more, how do I say, you appreciate the process a lot more. Yeah. It is a lot of hard work, but at the end you do feel like a lot of weights off your shoulders once you have like everything done. Got a lot of work into it, like traveling here and there, from samples going wrong to what I need, what I want to use and what I don't want to use. So this is also a reason why the prices are the prices how it is now. It's reasonable pricing for me, as the materials are very expensive.
It's interesting you said what you were saying, because I feel like everyone we've spoken to so far speaks about the difficulties that come with moving into that sort of more hands-on approach to your designs and things like that. Although it's more difficult, how come you decided to move into that luxury sort of streetwear field, if you know what I mean?
I've always wanted to, everyone wants like expensive products without even knowing how the feel is. So I've always wanted to put expensive on me. Like I wanted the feel, I've always wanted the feel, and jumping into this kind of range is who I am, I feel, do you know what I mean? Yeah, the Rebirth is just, it's a whole new me, you know what I mean? And it's a whole new approach to my brand. So,
that's probably sick, bro. I'm just happy that as we're speaking, I'm just seeing how much of you is put into the brand. Because I've asked this question to everyone else as well. Like, do you feel like it's really important that the clothes you make represent you?
Yeah,
or do you feel like it's almost like a bonus?
It's literally in my feels, like, so whatever I'm bringing out, it's an expression of me.
A few weeks later, Fabio kindly allowed us to see where he gets his clothes made and how. We got a unique insight into the process and spoke with the very people who help bring his visions to life.
So you feel like since you started doing this, cutting the sewing and whatnot, you feel like you started to put more effort in it, you started to enjoy it more?
100%. Like, I feel like I put more control of my stuff. And I'm here to see it getting cut and sewed, and then I can take it where I need to go to get it printed and stuff. So you're more in control of your stuff, and if you don't want a certain thing, or if you want a certain thing, you can have it here, there. Do you know what I mean?
So it doesn't, so you don't have to hand cut any of them, and then just sew too, and then the rest will just leave them cut. That's okay.
Do you feel like do you feel like when you're not doing it this way, and for example you're just going on Alibaba or whatever, not even to disrespect Alibaba, because that's what many people do, they start just getting the things and then printing on it. Do you feel like the sort of designs you can do are limited? Like for example, like this jersey top and like your tracksuit. Do you feel like had you just somehow got a tracksuit on the internet, do you feel like the tracksuit would have been less good, or like you wouldn't have been able to make
quality wise as well?
Okay.
I'm more into quality, innit? Than anything. I rather have a tracksuit that's plain.
That's good quality.
Just my logo with good quality. I know there's a lot of people that do the plain stuff, but the quality is whack.
How many sides do you cut?
Literally. And basically this garment I'm going to do is, this here what you see now is French linen cotton. This is 480 GSM.
What is that?
Okay. So there's a lot of blend on it. I don't know if you can see. It's a very tight blend in. Like very thick. Not really stretchy.
Oh, so that's what you mean when you say blend, like you can't.
Like this is one of them. Heavy in it.
Compared to my H&M thing, okay, yeah. Straight away still. Yeah.
Heavy in it.
Yeah, it's heavy, but I can't.
Yeah, if you jump in the water, you're drowning, bro.
Like, because you're spending your own money on stuff, yeah, you look at it like, you know what, I might as well try, like, if I'm gonna spend money on it, I might as well make it worth it, trying new things, doing stuff that I've never done before.
Because bro, like, when you think of it, the wild you go on your designs, the people around you are gonna be like, oh, if he can wear it and do it, I can buy it and wear it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, if you see something wild, you're gonna be like, I can't rock it. But if you see someone like you know, and he's rocking it a certain way, you're gonna be like,
yeah, I can do that. No,
I can do that.
No, Hondo, I can attest to that because, but my swag is kind of plain in it. But there's times I might see you wearing something cool, someone else wearing something. I think, you know what? Let me try it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you push the boat out further.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted. I feel like there's certain points I will never get to. But it's good to take inspiration from different people. So we should all be doing that, to be fair. You know what I mean?
Before this, you'll meet up with someone that does patterns, or you can search up on YouTube and start yourself, innit? So what you wanted, this is the base to get everything started, innit? Like what he's doing there. It's literally, that's by hand, innit? When you cut it by hand. When you get good quantity, you use the machine that cuts it. What he's doing now is starting from scratch.
Because you just want that one sample.
Yeah. And that blade cuts things.
Ahmed, you feel like you know everything now. There's nothing more you can learn.
Learning never ends.
It never stops.
Yeah, never ends.
Even after 35 years.
Never ends. 25 years ago and now, it's two different things. Even the machinery you're using now today,
Different.
35 years ago, that was the machine I was using. That's 35 years machinery. People are not using automatic machine today.
They can't.
They can't, because it's different things, they're always. Always different.
So it's hard to kind of learn it and get used to it.
No, it's just, listen, if you do it from your heart, straight away. But if you think you've been lazy, it's different.
It's got the effort. Yeah, you hear that one? Hear that one?
You everything got to from your heart.
Yeah, facts, passion.
That's it.
There's one more question I need to ask you, bro, and I ask this to everyone that comes on the channel. If you had one piece of advice to give to any designer coming up, what would it be?
Well, I'd say, well, I didn't study fashion in school, as you know. Never studied fashion. It did take me a bit longer, but I'd say I learned it in the best way by learning from my mistakes. So, of course, when you're going into something, do study what you're going into. But just go for it. Just put your foot in the door and don't look back.
I literally learned as I went along.
Some people say that's the best way to learn though.
No, 100%.
You learn from your mistakes and whatnot. My people, thank you for watching another episode of Where's My TV's Drip Diaries. Big thank you to my guy Fabio, Mr. 24 London. It was a lit episode. We spoke a lot. I hope you guys were able to learn more about him, his brand. I feel like the best thing about this episode was just seeing how you can have a passion in one thing and still apply that to something else. And I feel like that's a lesson that all the people watching now can take and give them motivation to do whatever they want to do as well. So big up everyone that's watching. Big up Gabriel and Rashan for their good work as always. If they know what they're doing, I'm pretty sure they do by now. You'll see my app below, you'll see Fabio's, you'll see theirs. And guys, I say this every episode. Please send me people to work with, man. You might know what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to build up a little community, so we need more, man. But yeah, as I always say, guys, keep it locked. Boom, one take, don't piss me off, no.
Something did with Nike, 2018.
You man. Let's tell you to come.
Oh, because it's
Yeah, just chat, you know what I mean?
no, you know the combo started so quick as well, man.